Hello beer tubers and welcome to quite a different tasting video because today we're trying Kopi Luwak coffee versus Kopi Luwak coffee beer, or Weasel coffee and versus Weasel coffee beer. So if you know anything about coffee, you probably heard of the coffee called Weasel coffee, Kopi Luwak coffee. This is authentic Kopi Luwak coffee. This cost us 150 kroners for 2 cups of coffee. It's really expensive. But this is authentic Kopi Luwak coffee from Bali. Bali?
Yeah, Bali.
And when you bought it, there was like a certificate of authenticity and that this is wild Luwak and not, apparently there are places where they farm them and then they just force feed them coffee beans. If you haven't heard about it, it's a weasel from Southeast Asia that usually eats coffee beans as a part of its diet, and then it only picks the best coffee beans and then it poops it out, and then coffee roasters find these beans and roast them and then turn them into what was the most expensive coffee in the world. It's just been surpassed by something called black ivory, which is basically the same. It's just an elephant that eats it.
So like this weasel is like kind of a coffee connoisseur.
Yeah, so basically we're trying coffee that's been kind of through a weasel, so kind of like fermented.
But it's hand-picked coffee.
Yeah, so kind of like fermented coffee beans, but this is the legit stuff, not just stuff that's, force-fed to the animals, because that's a big problem in Southeast Asia, because tourists want to try it, and then they just catch them and force-feed them coffee beans. So the beer, we were kind of tasting it. I don't want to say battling it, but we're basically just trying to see if this coffee flavor is in the beer, I guess.
Yeah,
because you can't really battle a coffee versus a beer. That seems weird. But this is Mikkeller's Geek Brunch Weasel. So this is the first, I guess, famous commercial example of Weasel coffee in beer. But I think this one is not called Kopi Luwak. This is called something else, because here it says Cafe Chon, something weird. And I think it was all in regards to like getting coffee that they were sure were not from mistreated animals or something like that. But this is also legit non-mistreated weasel coffee. So we're sure that the weasels were treated nice. But one thing when I poured this out, I just got this bottle at the shop today. But when we poured it, the head fizzed away instantly and there's kind of bits floating around. So I'm not hoping we have a bad bottle of beer for this video, because this is expensive coffee. But we should try the coffee first, and apparently it's supposed to be less bitter than other coffees.
Okay.
And we smelled well, I'm not sure if you picked that up, but we smelled the beans after we just ground them, and they smelled a bit more acidic than I think than regular coffee beans, because we tried smelling it side by side with a Brazilian single estate coffee, and that was more like intense and roasted. This seemed more acidic as just the bean, but this seems weird. But let's try and smell coffee.
Let's try it.
It is acidic, I think.
Dude, it kind of smells like...
Almost smells more like a tea.
Kind of smells like horse poo.
You think so?
Yeah. It's
got like an acidic kind of almost like berry thing.
Yeah, it does.
I think it doesn't smell as as vibrant and full as other roast coffees. It's more like subtle, maybe even. But yeah, berries.
I've never had a coffee that smells like this.
No, it's very different. It's like, it smells like berries to me, like red berries or something. It's definitely a very distinct smell. But I think it definitely smells different.
Yeah, it does. Really different.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Really acidic and not bitter at all. That is
not
weird.
Taste of coffee.
This does not taste like coffee at all. Wow, that's weird. Coffee is usually really bitter. This is not bitter at all. This is like sharp acidic berries with a coffee-esque flavor. It's got a nice, the aftertaste is quite nice. The aftertaste is more regular coffee-like.
I'm not enjoying this, to be honest.
This is quite, I must say, I think I prefer a regular coffee.
Yeah.
A single estate coffee or something to this. Because the flavors I like in the coffees are like the bitterness and the full body type flavors. It's like almost like you stripped it down and you're left with a pure kind of berry-esque flavor. Like that, it's got like a fresh kind of, I don't know, just generic red berry flavor and then sharp acidity. And usually my coffees, I prefer low acidity. This has really sharp acidity, and then like no bitterness whatsoever. It almost tastes like coffee tea to me. But let's try the beer here and see if it has the same coffee acidity. To me, this is just more fudgy and sweet. Like this smells like big, rich, sweet imperial stout.
I get no coffee in this one.
Not in the aroma right now. Let's try it. That acidity. There is a coffee
same
flavor.
acidity as that.
It's like that sharp acidity, but this has the malts that underlie it to build up like a big fudge flavor too. Whereas the coffee itself is that sharp acidity. You can taste that sharp acidic flavor. It is more fudgy, of course, because it's a big imperial stout. So you get more flavors from the different malts they use and whatnot. But that kind of building up with the coffee, it works well. But I don't know. I'd actually say, would I try it? Like if you think, would you try Kopi Luwak coffee again? I say, yeah, if I had the chance. But I think I prefer regular coffees because I really like the bitterness you get in a regular cup of coffee or just whatever singular, like Arabica coffee or something like that, more so than this, because this is just, it's without the bitterness and then it's just got a big sharp acidity.
This is nothing special. I mean, this is the worst cup of coffee I have ever had. It is way overrated, overhyped.
I think it's overhyped, yeah.
Yeah.
I think people might have liked it a lot because it just tastes very different from regular coffee.
Because it comes out of poo. Yeah, that is why.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
But I think though it has an interesting, unique and different flavor. I mean, it's fun to try, and we've tried it. If we wanted to try the new king and the new most expensive coffee, the Black Ivory, that's $70 for 20 grams. That's like 1 cup.
But again, if I had the choice between the two,
I like the beer more than the coffee though.
Yeah, the beer is way better. But that's because of the fudginess.
Yeah, like the big fudgy flavor. Even though it seemed like it might be off or something, it's not. But it's got that nice coffee flavor, and you see a similarity with the acidic berry note, but it just has fudge caramel, kind of sweet chocolate flavors to round out the coffee flavor. Whereas this is more just that sharp acidic berry note without any bitterness. To me, it almost is, as I said, like drinking a coffee tea, or like something imitating coffee almost. So I recommend trying it just to try it, but after that, I probably wouldn't get it again. It's like one of those one-time experience things. But with the beer, on the other hand, definitely get it again because it's great, and the barrel-aged versions are even better.
It's one of these things where you go like, is that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's like, well, that was fun to try. So yeah, but. Guys, if you ever have the chance to try actual Kopi Luwak coffee, I'd actually love to hear your thought. Maybe it's because we didn't do it very nicely because we did it in an Aeropress. Maybe you do have to brew it in a special way. I'm not a coffee geek, but it was fun to try it side by side with the beer because you actually see somewhat of a similarity in the coffee flavor, but I much prefer the beer with the fudginess. Yeah. So let us know, guys, if you've had Kopi Luwak coffee, what do you think, or Weasel coffee in general? Have you had the new top or most expensive or rare coffee in the world called Black Ivory? Let us know. That's elephant poop coffee. And let us know what you think of the Mikkeller Brunch Weasel series as well.
Wait, we should brew our own coffee, like
human poop coffee,
like the Weasel coffee, right? But you have to first of all grind it and then make it into coffee. Then feed the coffee back to a weasel and then drink the pee.
Weasel pee tea. But yeah, guys, that does it for this little tasting video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Look forward to a Weasel pee tea made by Pliny in the future. And yeah, as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram and all that social media stuff. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we're gonna say cheers in coffee and beer that is that's been through a weasel.
Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, Pete. And see you guys in another beer review or a weird tasting like this one.